Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be looking at a possible sighting of Jay, which Hayley Comet sent to the family, which apparently caused problems in this case. And a TikTok influencer calls out Ayub for a fight and says he isn't a troll and he knows what happened to Jay. So we are going to start with the Hayley Comet situation and how she allegedly sent a picture to Rachel, which caused a lot of confusion in this case. I'm sure you have all seen this picture, which was said to be a sighting of Jay walking, and it caused the search team to leave the mountains and follow up this lead. So this picture was apparently sent to Rachel on the 4th day of Jay's disappearance. This information comes from Luggy, and this is what he had to say. So Luggy says that Hayley sent this picture to Rachel and Jay's family shared it because they believed that it could have actually been a sighting of Jay. But one thing I can't work out is that the picture is so blurry and it could have been anyone. This picture was taken next to a church near the Mosca village where Jay went missing. Luggy is trying to expose Hayley and clearly doesn't like her. Jay's family still hasn't mentioned Luggy once, even though he was at Jay's funeral. But Down the Rapids took a picture with Brad and his mom Rachel at Jay's funeral, and he wasn't even the reason that Jay was found. He just searched for Jay and was in contact with the family. So you would have thought that someone would have taken a picture with Luggy, or at least acknowledged him, as he was allegedly a big part of why Jay was found. This is something that doesn't make sense. Luggy also says that he was in contact with Jay's family, but he still didn't get mentioned and I haven't heard them speak about him or Chris Tenerife once. So why is this? I'm sure if someone helped you actually bring Jay home, then you would show appreciation by mentioning them. Instead, Debbie thanked the Netherlands search team, not Chris or Luggy. But let's take a look at this video from the person who interviewed Brad, because she also mentioned this picture and explained it.
They all we think we saw him because, honestly, I could have picked 10 people on my plane that looked a bit like Jay. One of the sightings at the beginning, I believe, that ended up with the police looking somewhere else, it was Brad that they spotted. It wasn't Jay, because I can't remember the exact detail, but there was a report that led them to go and look in Los Cristianos. So Brad told me about that. So you can't rely on these sightings. That beach video, I believe, was recorded days later. And yes, there's all sorts of conspiracy things involving drugs and whatnot. Do young people at raves take drugs? Yes.
So this is something that confused me, because the person who interviewed Brad talks about this sighting and actually said that it was Brad in the picture and not Jay. And Brad actually told her that himself. So my first question is, how did Hayley even get this picture in the first place? And also, Luggy missed out the part about it being Brad and not Jay when he was talking about this situation. Hayley must have had someone in Tenerife who was working with her, and she also spoke to most of the people involved. I believe that this is definitely true. And with Luggy saying that Hayley sent this picture to Rachel, this also confirmed that she was in contact with the people involved. She spoke to Lucy, Rachel, and Brad. So if we go back to when Hayley said that Lucy, Brandon, and Brad were in the car on the way to the Airbnb, but Brad got out, is she telling the truth? You would think so, because she was obviously covering this case at the very start, and like Luggy said, this picture was sent to Rachel on the 4th day of Jay's disappearance. Hayley has no reason to lie, and it is possible that there were more people at the Airbnb. Recently, Warren confirms that Jay was in the video with Ayub and Rocky, so what we know is that Jay was actually at the Airbnb. So what about the Snapchat pictures? I think that something could have happened at the Airbnb and that there were more people there. Remember in yesterday's video when we were breaking down Ayub's podcast, we talked about Jay being out of his face, and Ayub claimed that he wasn't. Ayub actually said that he wasn't as bad as he was a few hours before going back to the Airbnb. This was a lie, because after watching Wax's video yesterday, it confirms that Jay wasn't even wearing the same top on the last night of NRG. So all the videos we saw of Jay looking like he couldn't even stand up were the night before. So we will take a look at that in another video, because it does change everything. So now we are going to look at Scheme Life's TikTok videos, where he says that he isn't lying and knows what happened to Jay, but also calls Ayub out for a bare knuckle fight, which is quite entertaining and left me in stitches.
Hashtag positive for life, I'm back. So I saw a video, somebody saying I am a troll. Listen, I'll tell you something, I ain't no troll. I've been on pay-per-view TV, I've been on free podcasts, I'm a well-known name in Scotland and beyond, for good and bad things. But I'll tell you something, I've got an awful lot of threats on my life called Osmonds, and if I was a troll, do you not think I would be worried about my life getting more Osmonds? You backwards cunts. Honestly, this channel, be blah blah blah, be people saying Bobby talks what, nobody knows me on that platform, not one person. Put your name to it. Bet you won't put your name to it. But I'll tell you something, I wish I was making all this up, but it's factual. I've got contacts, my brothers are there, I know it all. How are you doing? Hashtag positive for life. Now, I'm a professional bare knuckle boxer, right? Right, so what I'll do is, Ayub, we can do it on a show, okay? Pay-per-view, any platform. If you want to come for a straightener, we'll live stream it. We'll get good numbers. But I am calling Ayub up for a bare knuckle fight. Anywhere, anytime, any day. You can bring your entourage, I'll bring my missus and my coach. How about that? I'll travel to you, you better travel up here. We'll get fair play, there's a gym, we'll do it bare knuckle or we boxing gloves. Justice for Jay, I will dust you for what you done to that boy. You know what I'm on about, okay? Fuck your messages. Let's do it.
So Scheme Life claims that he isn't lying about anything that he has said, and also in other videos, he claims that he has spoke to Warren. But it's hard to believe, for a start, Warren doesn't follow him, so I doubt he has actually spoke to him. One thing I don't understand is why people keep claiming to know what has happened to Jay. And don't get me wrong, someone might know, but why go all over social media without trying to get it solved first? It isn't a good look, and if you are trying to expose the truth, at least have some evidence to support it. It does look like Scheme Life is doing this all for attention, because his fighting career clearly didn't work out for him. But making up information about an important case isn't the way to go. The video where he calls out Ayub is just a joke to me, and it adds to the fact that he is doing this just for attention. You can't take him seriously until he proves what he has said about the Jay Slater case is true. Everything this man says just has to be taken with a pinch of salt. He might know Rachel because she was at his pay-per-view fight, but that's as far as I would go. And to be fair, he still hasn't proved that he actually knows her. But he might do. You never know. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will update you as we find out more.